see. About to change. Right. Shalom, everybody. Just making sure everything good. Appreciate everybody that that's going to watch this video and that'll eventually join the video as we start the lesson. Once again, we're Pamela, Prince among men and higher. Today we'll be doing a lesson on talents. Kind of piggybacking off the lesson that we did for the Feast of Unleavened Bread that I'll be posting this afternoon. I've been working on it, just trying to make sure everything's right. Some of the individuals that were in the video, I didn't know if they wanted their children and their names actually in the video. So I've been working to take the names out of the video, just for people's, everybody that was in the video for their own, personal protection. If they feel that they need it, if they don't have a problem, then it's okay. We'll just can y'all text the sister and tell her that we're live on the Pamela channel. But for everybody, that'll be joining the live lesson again. Shalom. Again, we're doing a lesson on talents, so just bear with us. We're gonna start at about 9:30. But just sticking here. We was having a little difficulty with the camera, so we had to we're actually using the camera from the laptop. So next week we'll actually have more of a clear video for you all. The announcements, I'm go ahead and go into that. We don't have any announcements other than this is week 4, the year, day 28. If you count it by sevens, you can't go wrong. So this is day 28 of the year. Forgive me, I gotta put my phone on silent. All right, day 28 of the year. What day of the month is it? I don't know what day of the month it is. Let's see. I don't have my key yet. Check right quick.
What day of the month? You said 28, right?
It's the first month of the year. That's the 28th day.
It's the 28th day, right?
So, it's the 28th day. It's the first month of the year.
Yep.
And it's the 28th day. So we got 2 more days and we'll be in the second month of the year according to, the Enochian calendar that was, the calendar that was given to Enoch via Uriel. He got his information from the Most High. So it's really the Most High's calendar, the heavenly calendar. So, let's see. Trying to think of what any announcements. There are really no announcements for the day. I know I just want to go ahead and thank the Most High for for this week and allowing me to make it through another week. Just thank him for my family, for my Pamela family as well, and just making it, through the week with all this freaking pollen, goodness, it's been rough, but I'm just thankful for that, and just thankful for His mercy and His grace. Anybody else want to thank the Most High for something?
Man,
got a small crowd here this morning, but hey, we still coming with the live stream.
Yeah. I want to thank the Most High for getting me up this Sabbath and being here with my brothers. Yeah, man. Same. I gotta thank the Most High definitely for getting me through this week. Cause I mean, it's just I don't know what it was about this week, Chris, man, but I don't know compared to last year. This is the time of the year, you know. Sid know about like homecoming and stuff like that over in my school.
Oh, okay.
Man, they got all that stuff going on. You know, it was just, you know, last year it was like I don't know, it's just a little easy. You know, I was first kind of getting acclimated into the truth. And I'm just like, you know, I'm setting myself apart, separating myself. But you know, so it was probably a little easier. But I don't know what it was about this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was like temptation was just tugging me just a little bit, just a little bit more than last year. I ain't gonna lie. It was just harder for me this year, man. So I just thank the Most High, man, for really pulling me through that, because you know it's not like I couldn't, you know, stave off and stuff like that. It was just like, man, those thoughts came to my mind. It was just, you know, like man, you kind of trying to make me feel bad for, you know, not trying to make me feel left out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to rebuke all those demons and spirits, man. So, but it was just, you know, a bigger fight, you know. I had my homeboy calling me up last night talking about, bro, you know, how long you gonna be up, man? You know what I'm saying? Because he was about to get turned. So it was like, you need a place to stay and all that. So wow. I'm just like, yeah, man, I had to handle that. And man, and so shoot, man, I'm glad because Sid, we actually finna link up to today. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really gotta be over there.
Okay.
Most High made a way of an escape. You know, so that's what I think the Most High for, man.
Okay, well, that's all praise, man. Yeah, man, wow. Yeah, you're on campus, man. So you know, it's a legions of demons on campus. Goodness gracious, trying to pull you into all that Greek behavior.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that Hamitic behavior, that black culture behavior.
Yeah,
you know, that Nimrod behavior. We can keep going on. That fallen angel behavior.
Yeah.
You know, that Lucifer provoking behavior. Because you know, most of the we always, you know, people talk about the devil made me do it. Yeah, he did. You know, he instigated it, right? I was listening to the apocalypse of Moses.
Yeah,
and he got the information on Adam and Eve and what happened in the garden. All right, the serpent, the snake, that so-called went in the garden to do what he did. He was petitioned.
Yeah,
by Lucifer.
Exactly. I got the chance to watch that.
Yeah, you did.
It was so good.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
man. I was like, wow. You know, and it made a lot of sense. You know, and Lucifer said, "Don't worry about it. I'll just use your mouth."
Yeah.
All right. So you have Lucifer will make covenants with other parts of creation or hybrid parts of creation, and use them to do his bidding to make sure that he can manipulate men to go in the wrong direction. But when you know, like the spirits of the fallen angels and those that listen and go and tempt man to make us do the wrong thing, they always get the worst. They get punished worse than Lucifer. So they get punished immediately. Lucifer still waiting on his punishment. You say y'all gonna go with me. You know. So yeah. All right, y'all. Let's pray right quick. Ahaya, we thank you for so many different things, Ahaya. We just thank you and bless your holy name, Ahaya. We just thank you for everything that you give us. Ahaya, I just pray as we go through this lesson, Ahaya, I just pray that you give us the spirit of, not the spirit, but the willingness to work hard, Ahaya, and to do the work that you have put here on this earth for us to do. Like Yeshua told the disciples, you know, the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. And we're just gonna do our best to make sure we get out here and we start working and making a difference in the communities that we grew up in and other communities that you want us to work in. In Son Yeshua's name we pray. Amen. All right. So usually we would read, something right quick. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. We have 20 verses. So I guess we'll read. I guess 7 apiece.
He was in the south.
Oh my bad. No, we have 31 verses. So we'll read, I guess 10 apiece. I'll start out with the first 10 and then Sydney, you'll just read the last one. I meant you'll read 11 verses. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. Add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. Get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man. Let it not grieve thee to bow down thy ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness. Deliver him that suffer wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto to their mother. So shall thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doeth. I'm gonna go here.
Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Most High will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Most High doeth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commits himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and shew him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own rumors. Observe the opportunity, and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty. For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue. And no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed of the error of thine ignorance. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins. Enforce not the course of the river. Make not thyself an underling, to a foolish man. Neither accept the person of the mighty. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack, in thy deeds slack and remiss. Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. Let not thine hand be stretched out to receive, and shut when thou shouldest repay.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So, that is the reading of Ecclesiastes, or the Sirach. We try to read a chapter every week. There's how many chapters in there? 50 chapters? 51?
Yeah.
52? 51? So we try to read a chapter every week. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you heard the words that we just read. Usually, our sisters read the words of the Holy Spirit or with some call wisdom. But we went on ahead and we knocked it out for them this week. Since our sisters were taking a break, we got plenty of sisters out there, they work hard, and it's early in the morning, so they rested. So, all praises. I hope they on the live lesson. And sisters, hey, y'all here in spirit with us. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this lesson. This lesson is get it together. Pretty much what the lesson was last week, but we're just gonna pick it back off of it. That lesson that we did last week for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it was really a freestyle. Whatever came forth was what what was coming to my mind. We prayed before I did the lesson and everything, so it wasn't like those were just my thoughts or my words. It was coming straight from the scriptures, and man, the lesson was powerful. It was real powerful. It upset some people, as you see the video that'll be posted this afternoon, you'll see some people were very, very upset. So we did have some people that they pretty much left the congregational panel, and we understand that things like that are going to happen. There's going to be a purging. Some people are just not they're not they don't see what we see. So as we move forward, it'll be plenty of that type of I don't want to say activity, but those things will happen with any congregation. You'll have people that have differences. We just thank the Most High, and we hope that the brothers and sisters that departed that they find somewhere that they can be and they enjoy the people that they're around. But moving forward, the brothers and sisters that they're not with us anymore. Hey, we always they Yasharala. So in the time of need or the time of distress, we're gonna come together. We're gonna get Edom do it. They might not agree, but they're gonna work to fight against us. All right, those that do not like us, So and the other nations, they might have their differences, but they can come together for the greater good. All right, and we gotta make sure we can do that. But let's get into this lesson though. Get it together is the lesson. This is a lesson that was put together, I think, in 2019. And it's just, I was going to do a lesson. I was like, oh man, we already got one. We got a lesson from back in the day. That's going to go through the talents, and then we're going to break down go into some precepts when it comes to the 10 virgins. I think it might have been more, but the virgins that received their oil and their lamps. Well, they received the lamps, so they had to get the oil so they could make it through the night and meet the bridegroom. All right. So let's go to Matthew 25. All right, I'm going to start at verse 1. All right. Because as we go forward, we're going to, start, going out and talking to the people. So, after Sabbath class, if the brothers are with it and I'm off, we'll go out and, we'll get some flyers and we'll go talk to the people and just, try to minister to them, So it won't be so much like, again, like a lot of people like, well, you just trying to get members. We ain't trying to. That ain't what it's about. We're trying to restore Jacob. People come to Sabbath class, that'll definitely help. But if you don't come, you can just watch the YouTube. If you don't care, you can just watch YouTube. If it's making you better, then it's making you better. But that physical gathering, gathering together physically is reviving. So that's all up to you. But we can definitely use your help. Because all of us have talents that the Most High has given us. So, but we ain't stressing that. We're just trying to help people. All right, you ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1.
Then
shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish.
5 of them were wise and 5 of them were foolish. All right, go ahead.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their lamps, or oil in their vessels with their lamps.
All right. So the wise took oil in their vestries with their lamps. All right. So they were prepared. All right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 18 and 27. All right. There's a precept for that. All right. (18 and 27). Ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Gotta see
Go ahead.
Sirach 18 and 27. A wise man will fear in everything.
A what?
A wise man will fear in everything.
Go ahead.
And in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time.
See, a fool will not observe time. And a wise man will be fear of everything. So he will be, that fear it's not just what, it's respect, when I say respect, he's like, in other words, he's the fear of a higher, or the fear of not being prepared is in his mind, so he respect that, the prophecies concerning what's coming. He respect, the nature of, what he reads. He respects the commandments, he tries to do them because he knows that the commandments give him life. And that's what they all is. That's what they all is. So we should always be preparing ourselves. All right, go ahead. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. Yeah.
The book of Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps.
So all the virgins arose and they trimmed their lamps. So every virgin, they prepared their lamps. All right. And you remember what it said earlier. Some of them didn't even have all, but they had some that everybody was preparing their lamps. Faking the phone. The foolish ones were faking. They were like, let me prepare my lamps. But as we read further, you'll see what their plan. They had a plan. Just like a wise man is way, he's more, not a wise man, but a foolish man, they say he's wiser than like I don't know, like 10 wise men. Because they always trying to figure out a way to get over. All right, but continue, bro.
Verse
8.
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil.
Give us of your oil. Go ahead.
For our lamps are gone out.
See how they are? The whole time they were plotting. We ain't gonna go get oil. We're gonna use the other virgin oil, and probably just take it. All right. And that's what happens in the time of distress. People are not preparing, and then they want to take what you got. All right. So, at the same time, when they talk about, the wise fear every matter, you need to make sure that you, brothers and sisters, you better make sure that you are prepared. When I say prepared, that you have some defense, because you're going to have people that's going to want to take what you got, And the whole time they've been around, say, oh, I got this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They ain't doing nothing, And then you also have brothers and sisters and Gentiles out there that ain't doing nothing either. So you better prepare yourself, all right? And then you also have we're talking about on that situation, but you also have people that are around that don't really have any oil. And when I say oil, they don't have fuel to produce light. Like Christ said, we are the light of the world, right? All right. He said we are the salt of the world. And without savor, we're trampling on the foot. So without oil, you can't light a lamp. So that again, the law of that light is the law. So we have to continue to work. And we have others that are not doing what you're doing. They're gonna bring you down. They're gonna bring down everything if they're not studying, if they're not trying to keep the laws. Like Brother Mike brought out something. I think it was last week when we was gonna do the lesson for Passover. We didn't have the opportunity due to the circumstances of what happened during the feast. But he was talking about brother, bring that out about what you said about the brother that had that artifact.
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. Yeah.
Let me go to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Book of Joshua, chapter 7. Yep. We start at verse 10, I guess.
Go ahead.
Yep. The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High said unto Joshua, get thee up. Wherefore liest thou upon thy face? Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them.
All right, go ahead. So he said all of Israel have sinned, right? Go ahead.
And they have also transgressed my covenant which I had commanded them.
Mm-hmm.
For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen. And dissembled also. And they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turn their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye would destroy the accursed thing from among you. Verse 13.
Go ahead.
Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Most High, a higher power of Israel. There is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thine enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes. And it shall be that the tribe which the Most High taketh shall come according to the families thereof. And the family which the Most High shall take shall come by households. And the household which the Most High shall take shall come man by man. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Ye and all that he had.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Because he has
Go ahead.
Because he had transgressed the covenant of the Most High. And because he hath wrought folly in Israel. Right, that's it.
All right, so one man would be burnt because one man stole from the Gentiles. All right, he stole an artifact. It was probably like a golden artifact, but it was It was an idol. and his whole family and him would be burnt. All right. The Most High wasn't playing back then. He was like, look, I just told y'all what to do, and then you do this. Like, I'm finna make an example out you, you know, and that's what he did, you know, and but hey, again, you know, like you can't have none of that stuff going on amongst a congregation. And when it is going on, like, you know, people have to be removed. Because if they're not removed, they're gonna do like these virgins did, right? They're gonna try to take all from other people. All right, and then it's gonna cause problems, it's gonna cause division. So yeah. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Matthew. Thank you for bringing it out, brother.
Yes, sir. Start at verse 8 again. Verse 8.
Matter of fact, go back to verse 5 and come back. Okay.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh.
Bridegroom cometh. Go ahead.
Go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise.
The foolish said unto who?
The wise. Give us of your oil.
What?
For our lamps are gone out.
All right, now let's hit a precept on that. Let's go to Proverbs 26, verse 16.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 16. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit.
What?
The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit.
Go ahead.
Than 7 men that can render a reason.
See, that's what we was talking about earlier. They wiser in their own conceit. Then what? 7 men that can reason, that can render a reason. That's what we was talking about. You got to be careful with. You got to be careful with them now. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, lazy people will try to get over it, and then act like they ain't done nothing. You know, and try to make you feel bad. You know, for saying, hey, what the wise are going to say in verse 9. You know, you mean to tell me you're gonna leave me? Yeah, but you're not about to mess up what I got going on. Sister, you're not about to mess up what I got going on. I got to keep moving because we all had the same opportunity. You wasted yours. You know, we got to roll. All right. Read verse 9 in Matthew 25.
Yep. Verse 9.
What did they say, Mike?
But the wise answered, saying, Not so.
Not what?
Not so.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Lest there be not enough for us and you.
See, lest there not be enough for me and you. What? Come on, man. Go ahead.
But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
There you go. You need to go back and do what you need to do. You need to get yourself together. You know, and obviously, I don't think you got enough time. You should have been ready. You know, go ahead.
Verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came.
The who?
The bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
And the door was shut. Go ahead.
Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not.
He said, I know you not.
Watch therefore,
for
ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
All right, now. The lamps, all right. So the light and the lamps, right? Let's go to Proverbs 6 and 23. I was talking about this earlier, all right? Because you got to remember, Christ said this in the past, you know, not in the past, but you know, he did in the past, excuse me, but in the scriptures, not in the scriptures, but in the New Testament, he said, you know, it's going to be many that come and say, Lord, Lord. He's going to say, I know you not. Because you did not what? The will of my Father. All right, so we're gonna see what this lamp or this light or this oil or these lamps really specify. All right, so let's go to Proverbs 6 and 23.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23.
Uh-huh.
For the commandment is a lamp.
The what?
The commandment is a lamp.
The commandment is a lamp.
And the law is light.
And the law is light. Go ahead.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
And the what?
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
And reproof and instruction is the way of life. So reproof and instruction are the way of life. So that must be what they're all. All right. All right. Let's go to John 3. John chapter 3, verse 19 through 21. All right.
Book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation. That light is coming to the world.
That what?
That light is coming to the world.
Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light.
Just like those wise, not those wise, but the foolish version, they love darkness rather than light. They didn't go get their all. They didn't want reproof and instruction. All right. And then they understood that what the commandments is the light. All right. Go ahead.
And this is the condemnation. That light is coming to the world.
Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hated the light.
Woo!
And neither cometh to the light. Lest his deeds should be reproved.
Lest his deeds shall what?
Be reproved.
See, we just read that in Proverbs. Reproof and instruction is the way of life. If you can't be reproved, then you can't. This journey can't be for you. Somebody can't say something to you or tell you you're doing wrong, or you won't read your scriptures for reproof. Then the journey not for you. Many are called, but few are chosen. All right, that's the truth. All right, go ahead.
Verse 21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in a height.
They are wrought with a height. So he worked with a height. All right. Our praises to the Most High. All right. Another precept. All right. Let's go to John 8, verses 12 and 11. You done tighten them up. Like this. All right, 8 and 12. Go ahead, brother, when you ready.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Yeshua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
He said, who?
I am the light of the world.
So you got to have Christ too. All right. Yeshua, you have to follow Yeshua. And you have to understand the things that Yeshua was saying. All right. You have to understand what he was saying. One of the first things, the most important things that Christ ever said that we got to understand. If we're gonna make it to the gate, all right, or even hear the call of the bridegroom, is that we gotta love the Most High with all our heart and our soul, and we have to respect one another. I'm telling you, these are very important, and we'll go and we'll worry about what. Making sure we got fringes on our shirt. Making sure we look culturally like an Israelite. But we ain't doing the first two important things the first two important things that we should get first is making sure that we serve the Most High and we love our brothers, especially our brothers that love us. All right, go ahead.
Then spake Yeshua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
Go ahead.
He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness.
See? Go ahead.
But shall have the light of life.
But shall have the light of life. All right. We got another precept. John chapter 8, verse 24.
Verse 24. I said therefore unto you, that ye shall die in your sins. For if ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins.
So if you can't follow what Christ is saying, do you really believe in that he's the son of a higher. All right, and with all he was doing was telling us that we need to what? Keep the commandments and love our brother. Love our brother. Love a higher and love our brother. That's all he was saying. All right. All right, let's go to Matthew 5 and 10. Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. We're going to hit the precept tonight, but today. Won't be a lot of talking. There ain't too much to talk about. Let the scripture do the talking. All right, brother.
Book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
See? Blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake. So if people come against you because you're doing the right thing, blessed are you. Because when you tell people that they can't do certain things, or you reproof people, you're gonna run into a lot of problems in this earth. Because everybody want to feel good. When I say they want to feel good, they want people to. Most people in the world want people to support their fleshly behavior and make them feel like it's okay to be who they are. No, it don't. Who you are don't matter. It's who we supposed to be. We're supposed to be what these scriptures tell us to be. We're supposed to respect one another. If you can't do that, then you're always going to have an issue with somebody that's trying to do the right thing. If they're going to tell you, and they're going to have enough understanding to see what's going on, and they're going to correct you. Hey, you can't treat me this way. Or hey, you're going in the wrong direction. All right. So let's go back to Matthew. Matthew 25, what was that? Verse 14. All right. Read. Well, keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
Verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents.
Oh, now we're going into the talents, y'all. All right. Read 14 again. For the kingdom of heaven is what?
Is as a man traveling into a far country.
It is a man traveling into a far country. So it's a journey. It is a journey. Go ahead.
Who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents.
And to one he gave 5 talents.
To another 2. And to another 1. To every man according to his several ability.
To his what?
To his several ability.
To his several ability. So we all have we're Jacob. All right. A lot of us can sing. A lot of us can do a lot of different things. A lot of us are comely. I mean, handsome, and women beautiful. The list goes on and on. You have to use the gifts that the Most High gave you to bring the people to you, to Him. All right, that's what it's all about. Go ahead.
And straightway took his journey.
Then
he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same.
Let's go. Let's hit the precepts for 14 and 15 right quick. All right, let's go to John 8 and 21 through 23. John chapter 8, verse 21.
Book of John chapter 8, verse 21. Then said Yeshua again unto them, I go my way.
He said, Yeshua said what?
I go my way. And ye shall seek me. And shall die in your sins. Whither I go, ye cannot come.
He talking about he going to heaven. Go ahead.
Then said the Jews.
Said who?
Then said the Jews.
The Judeans.
Will he kill himself?
Will he kill himself?
Because he saith, whither I go, ye cannot come. Verse 23. And he said unto them, ye are from beneath. I am from above.
Oh, did you hear this? All right. I think I broke down what I said earlier wrong. That was Christ. Christ was the one journeying to a far place. All right, that was Christ. So Christ is going to heaven. All right, he's telling our people that they cannot go to heaven. Have you ever heard that before? He said, you can't go to heaven, but I can. You're from beneath. So again, all those people out there that believe that you can go to heaven after you die is a lie. You're going in the earth. Of course, you go up there, you're judged, but then you come back here to where you belong. All right? And then you resurrected in the end. If you die, the Most High find you worthy. I hope the Most High find us all, most of us worthy. Because I don't want nobody to go to hell and then go to the lake of fire. Woo! But then you're resurrected, and then you what? And you partake in the kingdom here on earth. All right, for that 1,000-year reign. All right. Go ahead, my brother.
And he said unto them.
He said unto them,
Ye are from beneath.
You are from beneath.
I am from above.
I am from above.
Ye are of this world.
Mm-hmm.
I am not of this world.
Ooh, goodness. All right. So we can't go where Christ is going. Christ is where? He's in the heavens right now, tarrying, and then he's what? He's going to come back. And you're going to see what's going to happen when he come back. So he's saying that I left and went on a journey, but I gave my servants a whole bunch of abilities, all right. And I gave them talents. So when I come back, as we read, you'll see, when I come back, I need my money. I need money. I need that in interest. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have all this talent and not give me something back. I need, if you got 5 talents, I need 5 talents back. Plus plus 5 more. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna see. All right, so let's go back to Matthew. Make sure I ain't had no more precepts here. Well, let's go to Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 11. Verses 1 through 11. Forgive me. I got to quit talking so much. Quit talking heads off. Chapter 12, verses 1 through 11. Talking heads off. All right.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Now concerning spiritual gifts.
Concerning what?
Spiritual gifts.
Spiritual gifts.
Brethren, I would not have you ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
You know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
Speak, Paul. We were, right? He's speaking to all Jacob that come into the truth. Because go ahead, brother. You ain't finna talk.
You know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led.
We say even as what?
Even as ye were led.
Even as you were led, because we were led into captivity, and then we started dealing with all these idols. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
And before that, that's why we went where? Into captivity. Let me come on, brother. Keep reading. Don't let me talk. Sit and tell me to hush. Go ahead.
Wherefore I give you to understand
that
no man speaking by the spirit of a higher calleth Yeshua accursed, and that no man can say that Yeshua is the Lord, but by the Holy Spirit.
Go ahead.
Now there are diversities of gifts.
There are diversities of gifts.
But the same Spirit.
But the same Spirit. Go ahead.
And there are differences of administrations.
There are differences of administration. So everybody has their own what? Part. All right. When it comes to what? Ministry. All right. Everybody can't teach. Everybody can't cook. Everybody can't do this. Everybody can't do that. As you'll see, as we start to grow, and our ministry start to grow, like certain things that I do will be given to somebody else that do it better than me. If somebody come and they can teach better than me, I won't be right here no more. I will fall back. And I just, make sure that everything's taken care of, right? You see what I'm saying? We can't hold people back from what they do well. You see what I'm saying? We got to always remember that. Somebody coming in, they're good at something, let them do it. You know, I can't wait for somebody to come in and jump on that grill and relieve me from doing videos and all that. Because I'm like that content and stuff, man. Wait, somebody come in to do that, that'd be great. I'd be like, thank you, Hyde. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5 again.
Uh-huh.
And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord.
But the same Lord, or master, or king, go ahead.
And there are diversities of operations.
There we go.
But it is the same power which worketh all in all.
Yes, it is.
But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
Mm-hmm.
For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom.
The word of wisdom, go ahead.
To another the word of knowledge.
The word of knowledge.
By the same Spirit.
Go ahead.
To another faith by the same Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
To another gifts of healing by the same Spirit.
Gifts of healing, but we got to, we thank you, honey. We appreciate y'all. Go ahead.
To another the working of miracles. To another prophecy. To another discerning of spirits. To another diverse kinds of tongues.
Diverse, so you gotta have people that can understand. Hey, we need to check on that brother right there. We need to check on that sister right there. I feel something ain't right. Then you have people that can speak different languages. Like hopefully it'd be a highest will. We have somebody that can come in and speak Spanish and French and Portuguese, and they just diverse in all different type of languages. Hey, that'll happen. That'll happen. Go ahead.
To another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the same selfsame Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
See, like these scriptures all come together. All right, we're gonna go back to Matthew 25. So you see the gifts. All right, there are different parts of administration when it comes to what you would call a ministry or organization. All right. We should, when you come together with somebody or a group of people, you should be trying to figure out where you can fit in, as far as I say fit in, where you can fit in and do a service. If you come into an organization and you just want to sit back and sit in the audience, like, man, that's crazy. I mean, you should want to do something. Take on some responsibility. All right. Use your talents. You don't have to go out and street preach and do all these different things to use your talents. You could just prepare and help the brothers get ready for that, or whatever you think the Most High has called you to do. It's just being willing to help. Like when I was in the military, like everybody was not infantry. You had support groups. I was a part of a support group. I worked with computers. So, but I was aiding infantry. So I was a part of the mission. I was a killer too. Forgive me. I ain't go out there and do no missions though. I ain't get to do that. But you might be on a computer, but you sit in the generals and all that are talking through your TAC lane and your computers, and they send the orders. Hey, go ahead and take that shot. All right, but yes, let's continue. Where we at? Matthew 25.
Yep. I'll start at 15 again.
15. Go ahead, bro. Trying to get there.
And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey.
Okay.
Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents.
So he had 5 talents. He went ahead and got his quick. Bam! I'm good. Go ahead.
And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1,
he that what?
He that had received 1,
go ahead,
went and dig in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Let's go to Matthew. All right, chapter 5. Make sure I got the right chapter here. All right, verse 10 through 20. Make sure. Chapter 5, verse 10 through 20. Might have the wrong precept here. We're going to see. Matter of fact, make sure 10 through 20. Go ahead. That's good.
Okay. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Yep.
Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salty? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
All right, if you don't have no flavor, don't nobody want no salt that don't have flavor. Again, like every time this scripture come out, I just think about our people. That's why we being what? We being trampled. People are doing us wrong because we don't have what? We don't have the laws. We don't have no mission. We don't have any goals. All right, spiritual goals. All right, when it comes to our power. So if people understand that you don't have none of those things that I just listed, they just gonna run over you. All right, go ahead.
Ye are the light of the world.
Ye are the light of the world. Go ahead.
A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick and giveth light unto all that are in the house.
All right, so if you got that light, they can't put you under a bushel because you're gonna burn it up. That's what's going on now. All right, our brothers and sisters are understanding that they are Jacob. All right, we understand that we're Jacob, but to put on Israel, we have to understand that we have to keep the commandments. We have to love one another. And most important, we have to serve a height. When you start doing that, boy, you start burning up everything. You're gonna burn up that bushel. They're gonna have to put you. They're gonna have to take you from under that wherever they got you under, and they're gonna have to put you on. They're gonna have to put you on a candlestick. Like, but if we don't, we're gonna lose everything. But Christ is gonna have to do that because the powers that be are very stubborn. They dislike us so bad they don't care. They'll go down. They'll go down with the burning bush. They'll burn with the bush before they let us go. They worse than the original Pharaoh. All right, go ahead.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men.
Let what?
Let your light so shine before men. That they may see your good works.
That they may see your good works. That's how you get your talents right there. You gotta do the right thing. All right, you gotta let that light shine. Let that law shine. Let people understand that you're a law keeper. Not by saying I'm a law keeper. Or I do this, or I do that. I don't eat pork. I don't do that. Just let them see it. You know how we don't do that. Hey, boy, yeah, what you talking about? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, don't you bring that over here? Like, come on, man. Don't act like a Pharisee now. Just tell people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I don't deal with that. I'm allergic to it. You celebrate Christmas, I'm allergic to Christmas. Last time I did Christmas, boy, I swear. My face blew up. You know what I'm saying? I was like that. And I touched the Christmas tree and I'm like this for 5 days. Oh boy. They'll be like, are you serious? People so crazy today, they don't believe me that. They'll be like, oh man, he said he was allergic to Christmas. Like, yeah, I never heard of that. Oh man, I'm just playing, man. I don't, then turn into something comical, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being so serious, But yeah, man. All right. Was it 15?
16.
All right, 16. Okay.
Let your light so shine before men,
Mm-hmm.
that they may see your good works,
Mm-hmm.
and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Wow. And the reason why Christ said that at the end is because you had people, the scribes and Pharisees were what? Hypocrites. They would say they were doing this and they were doing another thing. So we have to do the commandments. We have to do them. We can't be like them. We can't be hypocrites. We have to repent. We're not going to be perfect, but we got to repent, and then we have to get better as we move forward. Like you can't tell somebody to stop doing something, and then you doing it. That's kind of awkward. Or it's something that you struggle with all the time, but you're trying to tell people they need to quit. When you get rid of it, then you talk about it. All right. Let's go to Matthew 10, verse 5 through 8. Excuse me, y'all. It's kind of cold in here. Make sure I got this right. All right. I got a whole thermostat over there. Okay. All right, read.
10 and 5, right?
10 and 5, yep.
Book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
These 12 Yeshua sent forth, and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Okay, so now this is the mission, y'all. This is the mission. Go not into the way of the Gentiles. Go ahead.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go ahead.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Says what? The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Now he said, don't go to the Gentiles. Why? All right, we need to go to Israel first. If you look around, but Israel needs us more than anybody else. All right, the gospel should always go to Israelites or to Jacob first, and then go to the Gentiles. All right, but the way that everything's been set up in the earth now, they think they'll teach everything. They'll teach you that you're supposed to go to the Gentiles first. Now let me deal with my people first, and then I can deal with you. All right, y'all gonna see that when we get out there and start talking to people, they're gonna start screaming on us. Either gonna be like, "What about me?" I'm be like, hold on, bro. We're gonna get to you, but first. We got to deal with our people, man. There is a hierarchy, but we're going to continue.
Heal the sick.
Mm-hmm.
Cleanse the lepers.
Raise the dead. And that's what I mean. You got a lot of people out here on these drugs. They valley of the dry bones is what Christ is talking about here all day. Go ahead.
Cast out devils.
Freely
ye have received, freely give.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's verse 8.
Yes, that's good. That's good. All right, let's go back to Matthew. As a matter of fact, go back to 10. Go back to 10 and continue. Read 9.
Verse 9. Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses.
Go ahead.
Nor scrip for your journey. Neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves. For the workman is worthy of his meat.
See, a workman is worthy of his meat, right? So if you do what you're supposed to do, everything will be provided for you. And then at the same time, we got to get these talents, right? We ain't talking about money. We just try. If you do what you're supposed to do, then people are gonna what? They're gonna listen, and they're gonna be added to what? The kingdom of heaven. Not so much you bringing people to Panama No. The people, they never come, but they keep the commandments. You did your job. You know, it'd be nice if they come to Pam. It'd be nice if they go and join a regal organization that's out here that, you know, as far as an organization that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments and baptizing and trying to make sure, you know, the people that they're dealing with are making it to the kingdom and they ain't extorting them for money and all this other stuff that's going on out here. Yeah, but let's continue. All right, let's go to Matthew 25. 25 and 19.
Yes.
Or you can start at 18 and go down to 19.
All right. But he that had received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord saith unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Wow, do you hear that? Wow. So you do what you got to do here. And then the Most High gonna what? I'm not the Most High. But Christ's gonna make sure when the kingdom comes, you'll be ruled over many things. All right? You got to understand, that's what it ain't about working for the people, you know, putting on the show for people around you. It's about what's coming. Like what you get in the heavens can never go away. It's yours. You know, you can build up all this money here and somebody will take it from you. Just like now they about to set up a Fed coin. The government can just take your money if you don't do what they ask you to do. When you go to heaven, not when you go to heaven, but the kingdom of heaven come here. Like what Christ give you is yours. He's not going to take it. He's not a thief like Lucifer and all the millions that follow him. All right? Go ahead.
His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliveredest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Into what?
Into the joy of thy Lord.
Into the joy of thy Lord. All right, where you at, bro? What verse? 24. 24. Keep going.
Then he.
Hold right there. They got a precept for 23. All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1 through 14. One and 14. Yep.
The book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
See, it was created with the faithful in the womb. We read this in the first week, right? All right, so it was created with the faithful in the womb. So for those that are doing what they're supposed to do, they were made to do what they were supposed to do, if that makes sense. So the Most High knew you was going to do what you were supposed to do, just like he had a problem with what? Esau. I was like, why Esau? What about those that are in Jacob that the Most High don't like? Come on, man. He said he had mercy and he loved who he loved. You know? So you were made in the beginning to be faithful. It was when you heard this truth, it was something that resonated with you from when you was in the heavens and you was, you know, your spirit was in the heavens and it was brought down here into your mother's womb. It's like, oh boy. Like when you heard it, I remember this. Oh, this is making sense. Boom. Oh, I'm supposed to do this. And then you gathering the different people. Those are probably the people that you was with up in the heavens. I don't know. I'm just, forgive me if I'm philosophizing. All right, let's keep going. I'm talking too much.
Matthew 25.
20, Matthew 25 and then 23.
His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant.
See, faithful. You were faithful. You were made faithful in the beginning. Go ahead.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things.
Uh-huh.
I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Master, I knew that thou art an hard man.
He said, what?
I knew thee that thou art an hard man.
He said, I know that ye are a hard man. Go ahead.
Reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that. There thou hast that is thine.
All right, so let's go to Revelations. All right, 21 and 8. All right, he said he was what? He was scared. I was scared. All right, let's see what Christ got to say about the scary people. All right, you better quit being scared. We see that you're scared. 21 and 8. What you scared for?
Revelation chapter 21, verse 8.
Oh. Read 7 for the people, for those that do what they're supposed to do with their talents. Go ahead.
Verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
Oh, this ain't even talking about. This ain't Christ. This ain't Christ speaking. This is higher speaking. Go ahead.
But the fearful.
But the who?
The fearful.
But the who?
But the fearful.
Go ahead.
And unbelieving.
If you fear, if you're scared, you don't believe. Go ahead.
And the abominable.
The abominable.
Murderers. And whoremongers. And sorcerers.
Go ahead.
Idolaters. And all liars.
All liars.
Shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone.
All right. So the people that are out here scared to do the works, or fearful, or shy, or whatever you want to say. All right. People that are burying their talents are in the same category as what? Unbelievers. People that eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and that are homosexuals. People that kill. People that are whores. All right, that are whores and that are what? That are womanizers. The same as a witch. The same as an idolater. And all liars. Gotta think about it, man. Come on, man. Hey, boy, can't just sit around. You gotta do something. All right, and this is the beginning of the year. I'm just trying to light a fire in you. Would you rather for me to light a fire? Or you want a higher to put you in the fire? Hey, you gotta choose. But hey, I can't hurt you. But he can hurt you spiritually and physically. All right, so just listen to me, please. I'm begging you. All right, let's get the work done. All right, got one more precept for the slothful. All right, for those that don't want to do anything. Proverbs 18 and 9. Proverbs 18 and 9.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 9.
Go ahead, my brother.
He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster.
So see, if you slothful and fearful, you are a brother to him that is a great waster. You waste away. You wasting your time here. Just like everybody else that's out here doing stuff they ain't got no business. So you can understand all this truth, and if you don't do nothing, then you're a waster. All right. And if you're just slothful in general, you're a waster. All right. Let's go back to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 25 and read verse 25 again. Okay. And then we'll make our way down.
And I was afraid.
He said, what?
I was afraid.
I was slothful. I was fearful. Go ahead.
And went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine.
He said, and then he told him to go get it. You go get that out the earth. I buried it. You go get it out. Man, this dude about crazy. Or whoever it is, they crazy. Go get it. Go ahead.
His master answered and said unto him.
His who?
His master answered and said unto him.
Come on.
Thou wicked and slothful servant.
Oh, thou wicked and slothful servant. Go ahead.
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers.
Ooh.
And then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which have 10 talents.
Oh, he said, take his talent and give it to the person that actually did the work. All right, go ahead.
For everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away.
Read 19 again. 29 again. Excuse me.
For unto everyone that hath shall be given.
For everyone that have shall be given.
And he shall have abundance.
And he shall have abundance. We're talking about the kingdom right now. Come on.
But from him that hath not shall be taken away, even that which he had.
All right. So we read earlier, it says he that do the commandments and teach them. So you can't just do and not teach. The teaching is doing the work. When I say teaching, like out here talking to people, ministering to people. What is that? Ministering means do what? Do helping people, right? Not just by the commandments and all that, but also by helping them. All right. If you don't do and teach, you will be what? Least in the kingdom of heaven. All right. You'll be least. And then if you out here, if you the other people out here, you out here, you not doing them, and you teaching people not to do them, then you know what you gonna be. All right. Let's go back.
Verse 30.
Verse 30.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Verse 31.
Come on.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory.
When the who?
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory.
Who is that? That's Yeshua. Go ahead.
And all the holy angels with him. Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Ooh, what is this talking about? All right, let's go to Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 16. All right, because when he comes, it's going to tell you. I ain't even going to say nothing. When he comes, there ain't going to be nowhere to run. Y'all, people out there that used to listen to Pastor Troy, they didn't know he made a song about Habakkuk 16. Habakkuk 3 and 16. That's why they didn't let that dude get, they didn't let him be famous like that. He said he proclaimed Christ. Even though he made some other interesting music. All right, go ahead, bro, if you do. Okay.
Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 16.
When
I heard, my belly trembled. My lips quivered at the voice.
At the voice. Go ahead.
Rottenness entered into my bones. I
said, so the voice, what is that voice? Wasn't that a voice that said, we was reading earlier, it says, the bridegroom cometh? Ooh, yeah. The trumpet that sounds, the last trumpet. Go ahead.
Rottenness entered into my bones. And I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops.
He will what?
Invade them with his troops.
So we're gonna go back and read 31 again. In Matthew. It says what? When the Son of Man cometh, he shall come with his glory. All right. And that's what Habakkuk was saying. Go ahead, read 31, bro.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him.
Now the who?
all the holy angels with him.
With them troops. All right, go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory,
Mm.
and before him shall be gathered all nations.
Shall be gathered who?
All nations.
Go ahead.
And he shall separate them one from another.
He shall separate the nations one from another. Go ahead.
As a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
So what? From the sheep from the goats. So all of y'all out there that's goats and that's proclaimed to be the greatest of all time. Yes, the goats. I'm a sheep. I'm proud of it. You know, and I'm a sheep of Ahiah and his son Yeshua. Go ahead.
Verse 33.
Go ahead.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand.
On his right hand, I'm a sheep on the right. Go ahead.
But the goats on the left.
The left. To the left, to the left. Everything you had in the box on the left. Beyonce. Go ahead.
34.
We're going to pull some good stuff out of them lyrics. Go ahead.
Then shall the king say unto them,
Go ahead.
on his right hand,
Mm-hmm.
come ye blessed of my father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
He said on the right hand, those on the right hand, what?
Blessed of my father.
Mm-hmm.
Inherit the kingdom that is prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Mm-hmm.
For I was in hunger.
Oh, right there, we got to hear the precept. Oh, we got it. Keep going. We're going to finish out.
For I was in hunger.
Check this out. For I was in hunger.
And ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink.
Go ahead.
I was a stranger, and you took me in.
See these things? Go ahead.
Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me.
You see, these are good things, y'all. They just keeping the commandments. We have to do great things. We have to do things. We have to help each other. All right. If you're not doing this, if you're not helping one another, then Christ is trying to, again, Christ is always going back to how we're supposed to treat one another. All right. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Master, when saw we thee in hunger, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee?
Yeah, because they're like, what are you talking about? Yeshua, you the man. You was in heaven. We was waiting on you to bring us the good stuff. All right, go ahead.
Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came in unto thee?
Go ahead.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren.
Say what?
Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least of these my brethren.
See, this all about you doing right by your people. If you hate your people, or you can't get along with your people, that's a part of it. It's part of it too. Gotta have a love for your people. And some of us get it, and some of us don't. I had brothers that come in. Got a brother right here. I had a brother right here. They're gonna say his name unless you want me to. I had brothers sitting there right here. Back in the day, when he first came in, I would tell him, I said, look, bro, I would go to, I think, what was it? Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon? Chapter 7. And I would show him, I kept, regurgitating this to him, like, bro, you're dealing with the sons and daughters of Ahiah. So whatever you do, whatever you bring to the feast, bring the best. Because we would go get the thin plates from Dollar General. Like, come on, man. We can't eat on them. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. Like man, when you do stuff, man, you doing it for the sons and daughters of the Most High. Go spend some money and get good stuff. I said, when we eat meat, so when we do this or whatever we do, I said, do I get a no, bro? You right? Okay, all right. But he got it though. It was reproof, right? That's all it was. I wasn't trying to bash your head in or none of the stuff, none of that type of stuff. I just was trying to get him to understand, like, do the best for your people. All right. And that's basically what Christ is saying right here. If you do the best for your people, and do everything else, but most importantly, you're doing the best for your people. You're keeping the commandments. You love your people. Then when I come, I will love you. I will know you. Go ahead. Keep going. We almost done.
And the king shall answer and say unto them,
Verily
I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say unto also unto them on the left hand.
He said, my brethren, right?
Mhm.
But that's a whole other scripture. That's a whole other lesson right there. Because when Christ came, he said he wanted to be everything unto his brother, Jacob. But we're gonna leave that be. Then shall what?
Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand,
Oh,
depart from me,
ye
cursed,
Mm.
into everlasting fire,
Mm.
prepared for the devil and his angels.
The what?
Prepared for the devil and his angels.
So the everlasting fire is prepared for who?
The devil and his angels.
The devil and his angels. That's what the fire was created for. So everybody that's following the devil and his angels, they're gonna get that fire. Now, when you read the scriptures, you have people have you thinking that the goats and the sheep are who? The Gentiles over here on the left, and then the Israelites on the right. That's not the way it is. Because you're gonna have Israelites on the left too, because they follow who? The same people that hell was made for, Lucifer and the angels. And you're gonna have Gentiles over there too. You're gonna have some Gentiles over here. Yeah. You know, a lot of brothers and sisters don't like to hear that, but they're gonna be over there too. Christ said it. Christ said what? He said, when the centurion came, he said the centurion is what? The centurion is more faithful than y'all. He said there's going to be people from the south, from the west, from the east, from the north, eating with Jacob and Isaac and Abraham. And you'll have gnashing of the teeth, which is, read 41 again. Gnashing of the teeth is right here.
Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand,
on the left hand,
depart from me,
ye
cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
Come on, keep going.
For I was in hunger, and you gave me no meat.
See, you got a lot of brothers and sisters out there that won't do nothing for their people. That's taken from their people. All right, go ahead.
I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not.
Come on.
Sick and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Master, when saw we thee in hunger, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee?
All right. So now you got the people on the left. They think that Christ talking about him himself. Go ahead.
Verse 45. Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, he did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
Thank you. All right. So you got to think about how you treat one another. It's very important. Along with doing what you're supposed to do with your talents. All right. And with that being said, we're gonna pray our brothers and what time is it? We'll fellowship a little bit. And we'll get on out of here. See, man, look, these Sabbath classes don't be long. So if you come at 9, you're gonna enjoy the rest of your day. So just hey, and and then the summertime coming up. So that means the sun gonna go down at 9:30. It's gonna be longer. So if we keep this time, it's gonna benefit you anyway. You start the day off fresh and refreshed with a nice lesson. Then you can go home, go to sleep, relax, be with the family. Ahia set this up. I didn't do it. I just so happened to meet the owner of this building. It was a blessing. All right. And we're gonna pray out. We're gonna say shalom. We're gonna end the live lesson. And I'm gonna change the title of this lesson. So hopefully y'all, everybody else can look up what need to be looked up so they can find this lesson. All right. Let's pray out, y'all. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the glory,
Thine is the glory,
the power,
power,
the kingdom,
kingdom,
forever
forever,
and ever.
and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
And the glory.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Shalom.
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 Amen.
Yo, what was that verse at, Joshua?
Chapter 7.
Verse what?
I started at verse 10. You know what I'm saying? But the whole chapter is good. It just shows you how one of the men of Judah